Tuesday of the 22nd week in Ordinary Time.
A reading from the first letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians. Concerning times and seasons, brothers and sisters, you have no need for anything to be written to you. For you yourselves know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief at night. When people are saying peace and security, then sudden disaster comes upon them, like labor pains upon a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. But you, brothers and sisters, are not in darkness, for that day to overtake you like a thief. For all of you are children of the light and children of the day. We are not of the night or of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as the rest do, but let us stay alert and sober. For God did not destine us for wrath, but to gain salvation through our Lord Jesus Christ, who died for us, so that whether we are awake or asleep, we may live together with him. Therefore, encourage one another and build one another up, as indeed you do. The word of the Lord.
The responsorial psalm. The response is, I believe that I shall see the good things of the Lord in the land of the living. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom should I fear? The Lord is my life's refuge. Of whom should I be afraid? I believe that I shall see the good things of the Lord in the land of the living. One thing I ask of the Lord, this I seek, to dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, that I may gaze on the loveliness of the Lord and contemplate his temple. I believe that I shall see the good things of the Lord in the land of the living. I believe that I shall see the bounty of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord with courage, be stout-hearted, and wait for the Lord. I believe that I shall see the good things of the Lord in the land of the living.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus went down to Capernaum, a town of Galilee. He taught them on the Sabbath, and they were astonished at his teaching, because he spoke with authority. In the synagogue there was a man with the spirit of an unclean demon, and he cried out in a loud voice, What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God. Jesus rebuked him and said, Be quiet, come out of him. Then the demon threw the man down in front of them and came out of him without doing him any harm. They were all amazed and said to one another, What is there about his word? For with authority and power he commands the unclean spirits, and they come out. And news of him spread everywhere in the surrounding region. The Gospel of the Lord.
Tuesday of the 22nd week in Ordinary Time. The first reading comes from 1 Thessalonians 5, 1-6, and 9-11. In the passage that we heard yesterday, Jesus began to speak about the end of the world, and he spoke about it in very apocalyptic terms, that an angel will come with a trumpet, that the Son of Man will descend from heaven. We don't know if that's exactly how it will happen, or it was simply a way of speaking about the end of the world. Either way, he says the end of the world will come. And of course, the first question the Thessalonians asked, when? His response, it'll come like a thief in the night. We don't know exactly when. At the beginning of Paul's ministry, it seemed as if he spoke about the end of the world, as if it was going to happen very soon. In fact, Paul ran from city to city preaching because he wanted to reach the ends of the earth before the end of the world. He wanted to give everybody the chance to be saved. Now, though, he speaks about it in a mysterious way. We don't know when, just be ready. And just be ready means that we don't live as if we're living in the dark. We live as if we're living in the light. That we have to live a light-filled, virtue-filled lifestyle, because that's what God has called us to. So that whether we're alive or whether we're dead, we will be one with Jesus. Those who are dead, remember, will rise from the dead. Those who are alive will be caught up into the clouds. The Gospel is from Luke 4:31 to 37. Jesus goes to Capharnaum, one of the towns where he does a lot of miracles, and remember, this is the town where Peter lived, and he stayed with Peter for a while. What do the people think? He speaks with authority, that he lives what he says, that he's authentic. And in fact, he goes into the synagogue and he exorcises a demon out of a man. The demon is able to recognize that Jesus is the Holy One of God. Being a spiritual creature, he can see the spiritual reality behind Jesus. And when Jesus exorcises the demon, everyone's filled with wonder because even unclean spirits obey him. This shows the authority of Jesus, who has come to save not only Jews but also Gentiles. Remember what we heard yesterday. Jesus has the authority to reach even beyond this world into the spiritual realm, and therefore he is truly the chosen one of God. And may God bless us.